Happy Frosty Day, Mrs. Hensley's friends. You are about to see a cool video that you're going to learn how to make your Frosty craft. But for now, Mrs. Hensley is going to read Frosty the Snowman, okay? I have some Frosty clothes on. Let me show you real quick. Mrs. Hensley's shirt says, just chillin', and it has a snowman on it. So, and my pants have Frosty the Snowman on them, okay? So if you have any Frosty clothes or Frosty outfits or anything with Frosty on it, Frosty socks, Frosty whatever, any kind of snowman, Olaf, anything that you could wear and take a picture, okay? So, Mrs. Hensley's just chilling out here at home, and I'm going to read Frosty the Snowman, okay? So, here we go. Frosty the Snowman, and this is a really old book. It tells the story of how Frosty came about. Like we're talking, it is 2020 right now. This book is from 1950. So it is a very old book, okay? So here we go. Frosty the Snowman. Let's see, it says it's adapted from the song of the same name. Retold by Annie North Bedford, pictures by Corinne Malvern. Okay, so Frosty the Snowman. And it gives a little bit of information over here, so I'm going to read it. It says, about Frosty. Frosty the Snowman was born in 1950. As the subject of a phonograph record, and soon after appeared in many different forms. A motion picture about him has been shown frequently on television, and there are Frosty toys, shirts, and games. He has been in numerous Thanksgiving Day and Christmas parades. Unlike other snowmen, he is at home even in the warmest parts of the United States. Okay, so we're going to read Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman came to town one bright, cold winter's day. The first real snow of the winter had fallen the night before. In the morning, out came the children, and they started to roll snowballs. Round and round the snowy yard they rolled their snowballs. Soon they had two fine big ones. Round and round the yard again there was a little snowball, just the right size for a snowman's head. Just a little bit. Billy ran home and brought 2 bits of coal to use for the snowman's eyes. Sally gave him a button nose and a funny corn cob pipe. Tommy brought floppy galoshes. Galoshes are like rain boots. And a scarf for the snowman. And Joe brought him a pair of old red mittens to wear. Now we need a hat, said Sally and Joe, so they all began to look around. Sally found an old cap, but it didn't look just right. Billy found a battered felt hat, but it still didn't seem right. Just then, down the street came the whistling wind, and it blew to their feet a shiny top hat. Just what we need, cried Sally and Joe. It's like magic, said Billy and Tommy. It was Tommy who picked up the shiny top hat and put it on the snowman's head. Zing! Tommy's hand sprang back with a shock. It is magic, gasped Tommy. So it is, said a voice, a deep, chuckly voice they had never heard before, and a pleasant sort of magic, if I do say so myself. It's the snowman, whispered Sally, and so it was. Frosty the Snowman, at your service, said he. That's how Frosty the Snowman came alive. If you have never had a snowman for a friend, you can scarcely imagine all the fun those children had. For Frosty took them coasting and never had their sleds slid so swiftly and so far. Frosty helped them build a snow house and never had blocks packed so firmly and well. I think we had some snow. Did some of you guys make a snowman or snow angels? Mrs. Hensley needs to. Maybe where you can show that you dressed up with something snowman. You can also, I'll put 2 templates out there. You can also send pictures if you went outside and played in the snow and made a snowman or made snow angels and have pictures of it to show me, okay? So I want clothes dressed up with anything snowmanish and a picture if you played in the snow, okay? Here we go. They all went ice skating, and the magical part was that while they were with Frosty, the children could stay out and play in the snow and never get shivery cold. Was it Frosty's warm heart or his magical smile? Whatever it was, they thought it was fine. Each morning when the children came out to play, Frosty had a wonderful plan all set. One morning he said, "Let's go shopping today." Ooh, that's my kind of Frosty. I've never seen a store, you know. So they all joined hands and away they skipped off toward town where the shops stood in rows. It was fun showing Frosty around, for he thought every window was wonderful. All around the town they led Frosty that day while the warm wintry sun shone down. Soon they came to a corner, and around the corner came a warm, gusty wind. Off went Frosty's hat, and away went Frosty after it. Then, tweet! Sang the traffic cop's loud whistle, and the children could not follow. They could not follow Frosty because traffic streamed by, buses and trucks and cars. Tweet! Went the traffic cop's whistle again. The crossing stood empty before them now, but there was not a sign of Frosty to be seen. Only his top hat rolled down the street, all by itself in the melting snow. "Mr. Policeman," the children cried. Where has Frosty the Snowman gone? Oh, said the policeman. Frosty the Snowman has gone away, where all snowmen go on a sunny day. But he'll be back at your bidding and call whenever great heaps of snowflakes fall. And he will. Oh, Mrs. Hensley likes that story. I also have a newer Frosty the Snowman. Let me grab it. Right here. And it's pretty much, I think it's the song. It says Frosty the Snowman by Steve Nelson and Jack Rollins. Illustrated by Richard Cowdery. Okay, it says it's the original song, Frosty the Snowman. So here we go. And if you know the song, Mrs. Hensley's reading the book. But if you know the song, guess what? You can read or sing along. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, just like art. Mrs. Hensley's not a music teacher, so don't laugh at my singing. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have some fun now before I melt away. Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town right to the traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop! For Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. That was fun, wasn't it? And if you want to watch the video again, you can. This book even has the music. Mrs. Hensley can't read music. I just knew that the song went that way. Okay, Mrs. Hensley's friends, I've read the original Frosty the Snowman story from 1950, and I read the book that has the song in it. And you heard the song in your calendar, your morning message also, because Mrs. Hensley put that there. Okay, so now that we have read Frosty the Snowman and listened to Frosty the Snowman book, the song, Mrs. Hensley wants you to go to the next template, and I want you to learn how to put together your Frosty, actually it's kind of Olaf, snowman craft. Okay.